Close your eyes and imagine you're sitting in the back seat of a car, driving down a country road. The car is one of the first cars ever built, a Model T, and you're with your family. The sun is low on the horizon, there's a cool breeze in the air, and you look around to see beautiful trees and grassy hills passing by. You hear the rhythmic hum of the engine, and with the open top, you feel the breeze in your hair. Your father grips the steering wheel with a mix of pride and determination. It's his first time driving the Model T. And your mother holds a picnic basket and smiles at the thrill of driving for the first time. The open road stretches ahead, a symbol of the endless possibilities as the Model T carries your family into an era where mobility and progress have come together. On June 30th, 1863, in the quiet farming town of Greenfield Township, Michigan, a legend was born. Little did anyone know that the new baby, Henry Ford, would grow up to revolutionize the car industry and change the course of history. Henry Ford's journey began in a simple farmhouse. He was the second of 8 children in a hardworking, middle-class family. Henry's parents, William and Mary Ford, taught him the values of hard work, perseverance, and curiosity. He grew up in the farmlands of America and early on became fascinated with machinery. He often tinkered with the tools in his father's workshop. It was here, amidst the spinning gears and the smell of grease, that the early ideas of innovation were planted in young Henry's mind. When Henry was young, his father gave him a watch. He opened it up, learned how it worked, and was able to put it back together again. Neighbors often brought their watches to Henry to have them fixed. He was fascinated by the inner workings and machinery of devices like watches and spent many hours on the farm learning how they worked and repairing them. At the age of 12, he was able to comprehend the inner workings of a steam engine. His school education was limited, where he attended a one-room schoolhouse. He spent most of his time trying to understand things hands-on, and often read and experimented about how to improve machinery. It was also around this time that Henry saw his first car, which was a Nichols and Shepard road engine that was powered by steam. It got him thinking about different ways to build and power a car, and he even experimented with his own versions at the farmhouse. Eventually, he grew old enough and left his family farm to work as an apprentice at a machine shop in Detroit, Michigan. This experience increased his passion and honed his skills, and provided a practical education that would prove critical in the years to come. Henry had a talent for engineering, and his ability to think outside the box set him apart from others. He also worked at a shipyard and helped repair the big machinery there. In the evenings, he continued to work on watches, which were very complex at the time and had many gears and springs that made them work. In 1892, Henry Ford was still very interested in cars and how they might be better designed. It was at this time that he finished building his first motor car, powered by a 2-cylinder, 4-horsepower motor. It could go 10 to 20 miles per hour and was fueled by gasoline. Once it was finished, he drove it for a year for around 1,000 miles. At the time, he started work on better versions of the same car. By 1899, Henry had started his own company and produced his first car that was ready to sell, the Detroit Automobile Company's Model A. Then in 1903, he, along with a group of inventors, founded the Ford Motor Company. Little did the world know that this venture would mark the beginning of a new era in transportation. Ford's vision was clear: to make automobiles affordable and accessible to the average person. He wanted everyone, not just the rich, to be able to own a car. But the early days of Ford Motors had their own challenges. They weren't able to build very many, and common people couldn't afford them. It was during this time that Ford's determination and genius shone through. His commitment to his vision drove him to innovate, leading to the creation of the Model T in 1908. Henry Ford's most important contribution to the world of building things was the assembly line. The idea was to find ways to build cars quickly so they would cost less and everyone could afford them. Ford realized that if parts could be moved down a conveyor belt and different workers could do specific tasks, it would make the building of the cars go much faster. This was called division of labor. Everyone had their own job, and every worker got very fast at what they were assigned to do. For example, as the basic body of the car moved through the factory on a conveyor belt, one worker put on the wheels, the next worker put on the steering wheel, the next would add the seats, someone else would add the trunk. This made building a car very fast. The assembly line revolutionized manufacturing by breaking down the car building process into a series of simple, repetitive tasks. This not only made building cars faster, but also allowed unskilled workers to help and have jobs. By 1913, the assembly line at Ford Motors was fully operational, and the time required to assemble a Model T car dropped from over 12 hours to just 93 minutes. That's much faster, which means it cost a lot less to make the car and could be sold for less. This would help Henry reach his goal of making cars affordable for even middle-class people. But not only did Henry Ford's ideas about the assembly line make building cars faster, other businesses used his ideas to speed up building their gadgets too. Now things could be built faster and made cheaper than they had before. Even today, these methods are used in manufacturing. Manufacturing means the building of things. The success of Ford's car, called the Model T, made Ford Motors a household name, since families all over the country could afford to buy this basic car and use it. People all over the country went from riding horses to driving cars with the help of Ford Motor Company. Over time, Ford Motors grew and new cars were created. Ford also became known for introducing a higher hourly pay for his workers, $5 an hour, which was twice that most people were paid at the time. He also encouraged his employees to avoid vices and be good husbands and fathers. By 1932, Ford was building cars all over the world and manufacturing 1/3 of the world's automobiles in countries as far away as India, Australia, and the Philippines. Later, his grandson, Henry Ford II, inherited the company, and even today, Ford is a successful international car company 100 years later. Henry Ford's story is one of resilience, determination, and an unwavering belief in the power of innovation. From his humble beginnings on a Michigan farm to the bustling floors of his automobile factories, Ford's journey is a testament to the potential of an individual's vision and hard work. As you think about the life of Henry Ford, we can find inspiration not just in his successes, but in his ability to overcome hard times. His story encourages us to be curious, to try new ideas, and to persist in the face of hard things. In the end, Henry Ford's legacy is not just about cars. It's about the human spirit of innovation. His story reminds us that anyone, regardless of their background, can shape the future through creativity, hard work, and a belief in the power of ideas. Henry Ford's journey from a curious farm boy to an industrial giant is an inspiration for those who dare to dream and strive to make a lasting impact on the world.